and he will give me like honest, review, like hard, honest, like you did this.
Which is great, right?
Yeah, it's not like you did great.
Yeah, it shuts your ego down, but it makes you grow. Yes. And I feel like a true friend is able to do that. Yes. If you're like, like you said, you just keep patting around.
Yeah, you did great. Oh, it was
you're
beautiful.
Not progressing. No, I want someone to be honest with me too.
Yeah, so he's always honest. He always tell me this, like you want me to give you like
the you want me to
tell you straight too. And I'm like, tell me. It doesn't matter if it hurt. And he's like, this and this and this. And I'm like, oh, and what I do is I go back. So that year I start working with a friend of mine that he does he gets models and quinceañeras and do classes and that. So he had a lot of those.
Okay.
And what I did is say, hey, you know what? I'll do the photo shoot for free.
Just for the practice.
For the practice, So I did for an entire year, like literally every weekend, between weekend doing photos.
And I cannot encourage that enough. As far as free photo shoots, free video, if it gets you out there and it gets you shooting, it's worthwhile. Yeah. I call it free for fee. Do it for free. And then, and that's the thing too. Nobody knows that you did it for free because you start posting this content. It's not like, hey, look at this free photo shoot I just did. They just see the quality of the work, and then people start reaching out to you, and you look active.
Yes.
So no one knows if I did a photo for free. They just know that I shot that business, or I shot that person.
And then, like I did mention before, you follow people that actually encourage you. Like I wasn't posting until I watched your video.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wasn't posting that much.
What video?
Your videos, one of like 2-3 years ago that you start, like booming with the videos. So and saying, encourage people. So I'm like, this guy, it's on something.
That's amazing.
It makes sense, what he's saying. So
that's like the ultimate compliment for me, because I do this stuff and I try to get across to people, and nobody likes it, nobody comments. But just the fact that I influence one person to take more action is all I need.
It's just a matter of like be persistent. Everything in life, you have to be persistent. And
you don't have to take no for a no, do you? There's always a different way or a different approach or a different person. Or there's always another way.
There's always another way.
I love that.
My goals is like to have like a brand name where I can have photographers and videographers work for me.
Okay.
Work for the company. Let's put it that way, So that's my goal. I do have a website that I bought it like 5 years ago, and now I pay literally $1, and right now they're worth like $3,000, $5,000 just for the name. Gotcha. Which is called Photo Walk Las Vegas.
It's what?
It's called Photo Walk Las Vegas.
Okay.
So I bought it with a vision that I could, do a photo walk for people that comes other state.
Yeah, okay. Along the strip or downtown?
The strip or just do something. I know.
Especially with social media, everybody wants that cool content.
Exactly. So that was my goal, and I still have it. I had the name and everything, but that's what I want to do in the future. I try to make it look perfect on camera.
Using lighting and
using lighting. Yeah. So
I'm the same. I try to do little to no editing if I can. Try to do as much in camera as possible. And I feel like a lot of people do the opposite. They do it half-assed, and then hey, I can always fix it in Photoshop.
So what happened right there? You just make a good observation. Is that, and it did happen to me a lot. Because when you're starting, you get excited. You see, and you start taking pictures, and you get so excited, and you forget about like what's the composition.
Yeah.
Forget about the background.
You're chopping foots off. There's a pole growing out of your head.
Exactly. And
all these like rookie mistakes, right?
And then when you go and you see the computer, you're like, wow, the hell I was thinking. Why I didn't notice this?
I think I know where you're going here. See, you're talking, you're probably, same thing I do. I will take my time, I will light it, I will frame it, I'll get the composition, and it just takes 1 or 2 nailed photos, and then I move on. Yes. I don't need 100 okay photos when I know I've got 2 to 5 good photos.
Perfect. Yeah.
And I know you're probably big on that. That's what you're getting at, isn't it?
Yeah. So, for example, let's say that I have a photo shoot for a customer, and maybe I'm gonna only need 5, but I take about 100, max 100. You know, so
but 100 really good photos.
But really good. You know, like good lighting,
and then those
good
5 of the
perfect ones. 5 of the perfect, and then I tell the customer, this is your 5. You want a luxury retouching, like the one that you see on Instagram, and you know they choose to always to get it, you know. But I try to I create templates, you know. I create templates like how the photo shoot is gonna take place.
Okay.
You know, I send those templates to the customer like, hey, this is gonna take this place. You need to bring this for them to be prepared.
Which is always awesome.
Yeah, I'm always good on time. I'm always like 15-30 minutes before the photo shoot.
I had a shoot yesterday and I got there early and I was downtown. Life is Beautiful is getting set up. So all the locations I had in mind were all caged up, locked up. But because I got there early, I had time to adapt.
Yeah.